What is the mantra you're telling yourself every single day? Because a lot of these athletes, they face doubt, they face challenges, they face getting hurt. What is the number one advice you have for mindset right now for somebody to be saying repetitively?
That if you do not lean into gratitude, if you do not realize you have it better than billions of people on earth, then you will lose. Like, the reality is, even a player who gets hurt in in camp and never plays a down of football is still much more fortunate than a 750 million people on earth, which is almost 10%, that don't have access to clean water.
Absolutely.
Simplicity.
So a lot of people talk about gratitude, but they say the power of attaching an emotion to it.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on that? Is it a clear intention of gratitude? Do you have to attach a feeling to it? And do you do any activities? If you're waking up and immediately you're off, right? A lot of people turn to exercise. People dance. What are you doing to feel the emotion in your body to bring it to life? Because people could say, I'm grateful, but I'm not.
I actually think what you're saying is interesting, and I understand it, but I actually do categorize that into excuse.
Okay. Interesting. Go deep on that, please.
I'm empathetic that you may need to exercise or go into a cold plunge, or I'm fine with it, meditation, but there's this lack of accountability to actually be grateful. People are really good at pointing fingers, but not thumbs. Being grateful is being grateful. Either you actually see life and realize you've got it good. Sure, there's some things that are annoying or not great, but you've got it good compared to a lot of other people. Absolutely. Or you don't. And whether you do a push-up or run outside,
or a cold plunge, or a dance,
I think those are sometimes makeup for not wanting to actually be grateful. I do not believe a physical action or even a meditation should be the way that you get into gratitude.
Are people monetizing off of that? Is that what it is? Are we seeing people like, buy this cold plunge, do this meditation, versus just being like, hey,
I mean,
when you woke up today.
And by the way, for everybody who's in America, like, America's a capitalistic country. People are selling, that's fine. I'm not worried about people selling to me. I'm the buyer. I get to decide if they're full of crap or not.
But what you're saying is there is nothing that you need to purchase to just wake up and be grateful that you're alive, that you have it better than so many people out there.
There's one thing you may need to purchase. You may need to purchase therapy. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The reason many people aren't grateful is because their mom or dad or grandparents taught them not to be. And that's a lot of unwinding work.
Interesting. So we're talking like subconscious, going into your mind, reprogramming yourself and being like, actually, I am grateful.
And by the way, like, I'd be thrilled. Therapy's expensive. I'd be thrilled if Calm, the meditation app, or Cold, but I just want people to be accountable, which is like, you're either trying to actually learn to be accountable and grateful, or you're making excuses to why you're not.
But is there an easy subconscious practice that you do? Writing, repetition, something to reprogram a limiting belief that maybe your parents, like you said, put into you?
A constant conversation with myself.
What does that sound like? What is it like in your mind?
Dude, you're so lucky. Like, thank God nobody you love died today. Like, real stuff. Like, real life stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I like to scenario plan. If everything great happened to me, if I bought the New York Jets, my great dream in business, but the next day my dad passed away, would I be happy? The answer is no. So thank God today he didn't. So today's an epic day. Simplicity of gratitude is the framework.
Yeah, I love that. Well, I'm envisioning you, your dad, and the Jets. Should we celebrate that? Are you a big fan of visualization?
I think visualization is great as long as it's not delusional.
What would be a delusional one then?
I'm gonna be a millionaire, but you sit on your couch and you don't work.
Okay, so that's when we're going right into action.
Action only. Can't read about push-ups. You gotta actually do them.
Well, you can always just start in gratitude because you actually don't need to do the push-up because it all begins with gratitude.
I really am a big fan of gratitude. I gotta run, love you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Pleasure. Such a fan, thank you. Amazing, you guys heard it here. Okay, so to recap that with Gary Vee, guys, be grateful. Okay, you woke up today. You have food on your table, you have a house, you have breath in your lungs. Although there are beautiful tools out there that I love, meditation, visualization, cold plunges, yoga, you name it, you have the power to be grateful in this moment right now, just because you're alive.